This is actually a model house of the tribes. You can see it is beautifully made and absolutely made of renewable things, and they have listed out the items which they have displayed here. They have listed the things which are displayed here, and you can see the kinds of knives they use in Lakshadweep, and all these things are connected to the people who reside in Lakshadweep, and they call it as Lakshadweep collections. You can see the articles which the people residing in Lakshadweep use, and they have taken photos of people who reside there. And these are all the musical instruments they use, and they have displayed all these things with an index as well. In Lakshadweep Islands, they use all these articles. They have displayed the various types of dresses and cloths used by the tribes. These are all the articles using which the narcotic substances were consumed by the tribes, and this consists of tobacco pouch and hubble bubble. These are all the tools and implements used by the tribes. These are the spinning and weaving tools used by the tribes. These are the fishing gears used by the tribes. These are the hunting tools used by the tribal people. These are the pictures of terrace cultivation. This is a beautifully crafted wooden door, and in Hindi generally they call this as darwaja, which means like a door through which you enter. And you can see all these things are absolutely used by tribes, and it has got a traditional value, and you can see balances also, and they have displayed the list of things which are displayed here. These are the things which are generally used by the tribes in their house. These are things which are used by tribes in Himachal Pradesh. Is the hut of Birhor tribes. This Birhor tribes, they actually go into the forest, they hunt, and sometimes they gather the roots and honey and other things also. These are the pictures of Toda tribe who live in Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. This is the hut called as Rabari, where the pastoral nomad of Kutch, Gujarat live. We are entering into Gallery 5, which is about ethnic arts. They made beautiful paintings also here. You can see all those beautiful paintings, and these paintings are arranged in a very beautiful manner in this particular museum. Beautiful idols. Generally, these idols are made of clay, and in general, these are all the deities in Hinduism, which were actually worshipped by the tribal people as well as other Hindus. And you can see the door, which is actually made of thick wood, and it is a very heavy door. And you can see panka, and this is used for fanning yourself during summers. And this is the door which I was mentioning about. This is a very thick door, and it is a very heavy one, and no one can easily penetrate and get into this door. There is one more door of the same, but with a different pattern. These are all the slippers made of wood and certain articles which were hanged in the house of the tribes. We are entering Gallery 6, which is about belief system, cosmology and ritual arts of people. You can see beautiful paintings made in cloth, and there are other paintings as well as certain photos which are very beautifully arranged in this museum, and it is quite a pleasure for our eyes to see all these beautiful paintings. You can see that buildings were made in this snow-clad mountains in such high altitude. This is Cosmic Mandala, which is practically connected to the spiritual upliftment and knowledge. These are all certain beautiful paintings of Buddhist monasteries, and these are all the articles which are used in those monasteries, and these are again beautiful paintings which are really very old ones. These are the artistically carved wood pillars made by Kandh tribe of Orissa. We are entering gallery 8 now, which has plenty of masks which were used in the old tradition by many tribes. You can see that there are masks made of different materials. Some are made of clay and some are made of things like the hair of animals and their skin and so many other objects. I'm really overwhelmed to see all these things. There are so many masks here. You can see it has the face of animals, face of different kinds of human beings. We are entering gallery number 9, which is about folk cultures and culinary traditions of people. And you can see they are having food in the plantain leaf. This has been a system which is followed in South India in general. And you can see people are using various tools in kitchen for food preparation. They have displayed all those tools here. are entering gallery number 10, which is actually visual storage. This is a research collection cum research gallery. There are plenty of beautiful items which are being displayed here. Beautiful idols made of clay and various other items. You can even see certain animals. Knives and other weapons which were actually used, or tools which were used to defend themselves and to attack animals. And these are all the different kinds of utensils which were used in olden days to store water or to store grains and other things. Plates made of clay and various items made of different materials used for cooking food and for eating and for preserving things. They beautifully arranged all these things, and these are utensils made of metals. Again, you can see utensils of different sizes which are being used in cooking. Sometimes these utensils are used for cooking for marriages or any big functions. There is a huge collection of various utensils used in olden days, and things which are used to preserve the materials. The statue of Lord Ganesha, these are all the lamps and other things which are used during pujas, during worship of God, and these are all the idols of various Hindu gods. These are again various metal items. These are all boats which are used for crossing rivers, small ones, small streams, I would say. And these are again various wooden items and baked clay items kept in display. This entire gallery is so beautiful. It has got so many things in it which are really awesome. I would say this is a storehouse of our tradition. The Indian tradition, Indian culture can be very well learnt from this particular museum. And this is really very, very big and a huge museum. And if you visit Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, you need to see this museum. It's really a very good museum. And there are plenty of masks which are being displayed here as well. You can see all of them. I'm just thinking how much time and effort people would have put to create this. This museum is actually a very big museum, and it should take at least one day for you to visit this museum in a proper manner. And on the other side, you have various musical instruments which are being displayed. These are all very old musical instruments. And these are all the various instruments which were used in olden days. Even today, some instruments are being used. Some are not being used nowadays. They have displayed all those older instruments. These are all the wind instruments. us the traditional setup of houses in various parts of India. And here they have displayed various items which were used in traditional household, and they've even made a model house with doors and pictures and other items. They used to hang the mango leaves in front of the houses because they believe it's a sign of prosperity. And here you can see big wooden pillars which are being placed, which would actually support the roof. Small statues of elephants which are being placed here. In this museum, they have tried to replicate the actual household. And here you can see this is how a house actually looks. They have exactly made it the same way as it looks in reality. But this is really beautifully made with all the necessary utensils and place to sit and place to bath and so many things they have shown here. And they've even constructed a wall to replicate it in a perfect manner. And they've even displayed all the utensils which are used in the household along with the wooden pillars. With this concludes our trip to this museum. Thank you for watching and continuing your support.